Intel 60-core Xeon W93595X CPU overclocked to 5.8 GHz and benchmarked. Intel's newly launched Xeon W93595X CPU with 60P cores has been overclocked to 5.8 GHz, a 1 GHz jump over its default frequency. The 60-core/120-thread Intel Xeon W93595X CPU has been overclocked to 5.8 GHz by Skywalker, and it has been just a few days since Intel officially launched its new workstation Xeon Sapphire Rapids CPUs, and some of the SKUs have already reached incredibly high clocks. Overclocker Skywalker recently uploaded SuperPi results on bot.org, which reveals the boost clock speed he was able to achieve on the flagship Xeon W93595X processor. A short 31-second YouTube video has also been uploaded showing the SuperPi calculation in real time, which achieved 6.63s with the Intel Xeon W93595X CPU. On the submission page, we can see the motherboard used was the Asus PROWSW790E Sage SE, and the total RAM capacity used was 256 GB DDR5 stream clocked at 3400 MHz. It's unknown as to what CPU cooler Skywalker used, but the maximum temperature it reached was 70 degrees Celsius under load, while the clock speed stayed at 5800 MHz, which means that LN2 wasn't used but rather a high-end custom loop solution. The CPU Z window also confirmed the clock 5.8 GHz clock speed, achieved at 1.234 volts. Even though the SuperPi result isn't the best, as it's not the best program for benchmarking CPUs, the 5.8 GHz clock speed looks pretty impressive. Surprisingly, it wasn't Skywalker's first attempt at benchmarking or overclocking the Xeon W93595X, as his history shows he has been trying to achieve higher clock speeds for a couple of days. Not only did he try overclocking the 3595X, but he also tried achieving higher boost clocks with the W93575X processor. He achieved 5.7 GHz with 3595X on 30th August on the same motherboard, but reached 80 degrees Celsius. The benchmark submission shows that he used an AIO cooler for overclocking. In the very recent SuperPi benchmark, the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius lower while the clock speed is 100 MHz higher. It's possible that the user tried a different CPU cooler, as one of his attempts to reach 5.8 GHz shows no info about the CPU cooler and it shows 70 degrees Celsius just like in the SuperPi benchmark submission. Similarly, he reached 5.5 GHz with the Intel Xeon W93575X with the same platform but at a much lower 58 degrees Celsius temperature. Nonetheless, the Sapphire Rapids are showing some great overclocking potential when coupled with premium cooling solutions. With various benchmarks, Skywalker was able to achieve some great overall world ranks on bot, which gives us a glimpse of the potential of Sapphire Rapids, which is aimed at high computing demands, machine learning, and AI workloads.